Marks & Spencer is one of the UK's leading retailers, with over 21 million people visiting their stores each week. They offer stylish, high-quality clothing, which are worn by celebrities such as Victoria Beckham, Adele, and even Kate Middleton. They also are the #1 provider of women's wear and lingerie in the UK, and are rapidly growing in menswear and kidswear. Marks & Spencer also sells home products and outstanding quality food. Their total revenue for 2011 was $8.9 billion. 49% of their business comes from their clothing line and home products, while the other 51% of business comes from their Simply M&S food line.
There are some foods that go on our shopping lists every day. But that doesn't mean they should taste every day. That's why we've introduced the Simply M&S range. Over 500 of your shopping list favourites, now at prices you'll love. Simply M&S. M&S quality, simply priced. It's as simple as that.
Marks & Spencer has over 703 stores across the UK on main streets, subway stations, and airports. Internationally, Marks & Spencer has stores in 44 territories across Europe, Russia, China, and India. Their international revenue is £1.1 billion. In 1988, Marks & Spencer entered the United States through acquisitions. They bought Brooks Brothers to market their clothing and King's Supermarket to sell their food line. In the beginning they were successful, but ultimately sold Brooks Brothers in 2001 and King's in 2006. After much thought, they have decided to re-enter the United States through expansion as just Marks & Spencer.
So why pick the United States? The United States is attractive to Marks & Spencer for many reasons. Its vast economy opens many opportunities for the company's growth and expansion. The United States and the United Kingdom have a shared history and culture, a common language, and a strong, stable, and political economic relationship. At the federal and state level, there is attractive support for international investment by the United States government. Additionally, the U.S. market has a wider market access to Canada and Mexico through the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA. The North American Free Trade Agreement went into effect on November 17, 1993. Essentially, NAFTA works to remove trade barriers between the United States, Mexico, and Canada. With this policy in effect, it would give Marks & Spencer the opportunity to expand those markets as they create a solid representation in the United States. The United States has a population of approximately 315 million people with a labor force of over 155 million people. 12.3 million people of the labor force are unemployed, creating an unemployment rate of 7.9%. With the penetration of Marks & Spencer into the U.S. economy, approximately 80 to 100 jobs will be created per store opening. Due to the vast size of the United States, 3,794,000 square miles, the country is broken down into 3 major regional markets: West Coast, East Coast, and Central. Each regional market consists of different consumers with distinct tastes, purchasing behaviors, distribution systems, regulations, and climates. This is why we have decided to enter Marks & Spencer in Chicago, Boston, and Seattle.
For our first store location, we chose Chicago, Illinois because of its large population of 2.7 million residents and because of its GDP of $532 billion, which is the 4th largest in the world. Chicago is also known for being the Windy City and its cold winters, but this doesn't stop 6 million domestic and international tourists that visit the city each year. These visitors contribute to more than $11 billion of Chicago's economy. The Magnificent Mile, which runs along downtown Chicago, is known for its upscale shopping. Even though there are many competitors at this location, Marks & Spencer's would stand out by being the largest department store that sells clothing, home goods, and food.
Another city we believe Marks & Spencer would strive in is Boston, Massachusetts. The city of Boston is one of the oldest cities in the United States with a rich and diverse population. It is home to 625,000 people and has approximately 18 million visitors each year. Boston is 86.9 square miles with your quintessential New England temperature, which ranges from lows in the 20s during the winters and high 80s in the summer. Boston was listed in one of the most productive cities with a per capita GDP of $60,000. The Faneuil Hall Marketplace is located in downtown Boston, Massachusetts. It is an iconic and ideal place for Marks & Spencer's. The marketplace is famous for both tourists and locals for shopping, entertainment, and dining. It is spread over 6.5 acres with plenty of retail leasing options. The store will have plenty of foot traffic, seeing the marketplace has millions of visitors annually.
Choosing our third flagship store to be located in Seattle, Washington was an easy decision. With a population of 616,000, Seattle is the 23rd most populous city in the nation. Taking into consideration Tacoma and Bellevue, two large neighboring cities, that makes the Seattle-Tacoma-Bellevue metro area the 15th most populous metro area in the country. Seattle is the largest city in the Pacific Northwest and is a popular city for companies and consumers alike for many reasons. Not only is Seattle the nation's most educated city, but its median household income is more than 20% above the national average, making it a great place to work, go to school, and live. That's no wonder why the Seattle Metro GDP nearly doubled from 2001 to 2010 and is currently at $231 billion. Seattle is home to the Space Needle, a Washington landmark that attracts over 1.3 million visitors every year. With its gorgeous skyline, high quality of life, and an always evolving music scene, we feel that Seattle is a perfect place for our Marks & Spencer flagship store. Our first marketing strategy is to promote Plan A, which is a 5-year eco plan that was created to make Marks & Spencer a more sustainable and eco-friendly business. Our ultimate goal is to become a carbon-neutral, zero waste to landfill business. This plan has been successfully implemented in the United Kingdom and will benefit greatly if adapted in the same manner in the United States. Forever Fish, Schwabing, and a recycling partnership with UNICEF are just 3 parts of Plan A that we will use in the United States. Forever Fish is a campaign to raise awareness about protecting marine life, while Schwabing is a program that will work to donate 1 article of clothing for every article purchased. Marks & Spencer cares about the environment, and Plan A will help not only show that to the public, but will also make a positive impact on Earth's natural habitat.
Another marketing strategy that we think is important is the use of social media, such as Facebook and Twitter. Marks & Spencer already uses social media in 19 different countries, but none have had much effect. This is because internationally, Facebook and Twitter are not as popular as in the US, which has approximately 170 million social media users. Social media also has become an important tool for advertising and promotions because it is the cheapest and fastest way to reach the most amount of people. Facebook also makes it easy to find the right target market because it already knows the age, gender, and behaviors of every user. That is why using social media is an important marketing strategy for Marks & Spencer to penetrate the US market.
Marks & Spencer carries and is known for its wide range of prepared foods, perishables, ethnic foods, meats, and both non-alcoholic and alcoholic beverages. Its food segment of business is a huge part of its success and profitability. Through entering the United States, we realized that it might be difficult to convince consumers to purchase Marks & Spencer brand foods if they are already loyal to another company. We had to find a way to gain customer loyalty and respect in this new market. Many brands hire sponsors to gain brand recognition and strengthen their customer base. Therefore, we have decided to hire Bobby Flay to team up with Marks & Spencer to be the face of and to help create a line of prepared foods. Bobby Flay is a world-renowned American chef. His easily recognizable face and marketable personality makes him a perfect fit for Marks & Spencer. We are asking Bobby Flay to produce a line of prepared meals and snacks to be sold in our stores. By implementing these 3 marketing strategies, we believe that Marks & Spencer will successfully penetrate the U.S. market and be profitable.